So we're now going to look at some common terms that make up the variables and principles of fitness. First term, specificity. Now this word specificity, apart from being very difficult to say, refers to the fact that our adaptations in our body and our improvements in fitness are very specific. If somebody says to you, I'm a really fit person, it doesn't really tell you that much because there's so many different areas to fitness and different components of fitness that we'd need more information than that. So specificity refers to the way we train our muscles or that we train our body and the adaptations that we get. If somebody wants to improve their running, then they're going to have to do some sort of running. If somebody wants to improve the strength of their chest, they're going to have to do some strength exercises for their chest. So specificity is very goal specific. If somebody comes to you and says to you, I want to improve my fitness, you need to find out which area of fitness they want to improve. And then you would write them a program to improve specifically that area of fitness. So that's specificity. Just think about goal-specific fitness. Individuality. Now this refers to the individual. So it's not so much goal-specific, it's more about the individual and what they're capable of doing. Now everyone has got a different range of movement, different abilities, different preferences. So when we have a client come to us that wants an exercise program, we have to consider them as an individual. What is their ability? What is their motivation? What do they enjoy doing? It's not necessarily about their goal, it's more about their capabilities and what's right for them. So that's individuality. Adaptability. Now, the body is brilliant at adapting to stress, providing the stress isn't too great. Over time, if somebody's subjected to the same stress, the body will adapt and figure out a way that it can deal and cope with that stress better. For example, if you think about Thai kickboxers, when they're constantly kicking with their shins, they actually get tiny little fractures in the bone. That bone repairs, they lay down more bone cells, they get thicker shins, so their shins eventually adapt to being able to kick harder and harder and harder. And that's what we're trying to do when we go to the gym. We're trying to adapt our bodies to cope with the stress that we're subjecting it to. So that's adaptability. Now, progressive overload is all about gradually increasing the stress that a body is being subjected to. An example of this could be, let's say 1 week you can bench press 100 kilos 8 times. Next week, you think, right, I'm going to put an extra kilo on each end of the bar. So we go from 100 to 101 and we bench press it again. This is a stress that the body's not accustomed to. So it'll figure out a way to adapt to that new kilo that you've put on each end. That's what makes it progressive. So the overload is subjecting the body to a stress it's not accustomed to. The progressive side of it is making sure that it's just a small increment. So an extra kilo on each end, or if it was cardiovascular fitness, you might add an extra mile onto your run, or you might run for an extra minute. So that's progressive overload. Very, very important if you want to actually improve our fitness levels. Now, reversibility is referring to the use it or lose it phrase. So let's say you've been training for a long period of time, you've got all these great gains, you've got a high level of strength, high level of cardiovascular fitness. You can't then go, well, I'm done, I can retire now, I can quit. I've built this physique I'm proud of, I've got great fitness, so my work in the gym is now done. If you do that and you stop exercising, then eventually all those gains that you've got will start to decline and regress. So in order to maintain the gains, you've got to keep training, I'm afraid. And any time off that you have, whether it's through sickness, injury, holiday, just getting out of the routine of it, bit of laziness, new partner, perhaps spending more time with them than at the gym, then that can lead to reversibility. It's just basically losing your gains.